The International Conference on Developmentalism versus Wellbeing of South Asian Societies is organized by the Faculty of Social Sciences of the University of Kelaniya jointly with the Maharashtra Bhugola Vidya Association, Solapur University of India, Pangaea Geographical Association of India and India-Sri Lanka Association of Geographers. Academics, diplomats and government officials, including the Vice-Chancellor of the University of Kelaniya, Professor Nilanthi De Silva, Vice-Chancellor of the Solapur University in India, Dr. Muralini Fadnavis, and Vice-Chairman of the University Grants Commission, Senior Professor Chandanapree Udavatta, participated in the event.
Though national statistics may show a great deal of progress in terms of economic development, often there are communities that are left behind in pockets of poverty and deprivation. Politicians and policymakers often view development only in terms of what can be reduced to financial measures. It is no doubt important, as all of us Sri Lankans can attest given our recent economic turmoil, but I am firmly of the view that societal well-being does not always go hand in hand with economic development.
The conference aims to build academic cooperations, explore opportunities, conduct collaborative research and promote cultural relations among South Asian academic communities. High Commissioner of India in Sri Lanka, Gopal Bagle, was the chief guest of the event.
We also have the program where we are looking at bringing global brands from India like IITs in partnership with Sri Lankan institutions. This is the reason, ladies and gentlemen, that when the need arose, India did not hesitate or step back, but indeed came forward last year with a help last year itself of about $4 billion. This year, as you would know, India was the first country to extend in writing to IMF the required financing assurance, which should have opened the way for the loan from IMF to Sri Lanka. Our approach is to focus on investment, in bringing more investment from India into Sri Lanka so that both our countries can prosper together. And in the areas, this investment in the areas of requirement of Sri Lanka, of Sri Lanka's priorities, such as renewable energy, infrastructure, education, health, and pharmaceuticals.
Memorandums of understanding regarding student, academics and field research were exchanged between the University of Kelaniya and the Solapur University of India during the event. Representative and Country Director of the UN World Food Programme Sri Lanka, Abdul Rahim Siddiqui, delivered the keynote address. Following the inaugural ceremony, Emeritus Professor N.K. Dangalla of the Department of Geography at the University of Kelaniya expressed the following views at the first session of the conference.
We are, discussing the welfare of the man actually, not the world or the other living beings. In the development discourse, man is at the center. We are seeking the welfare of man at the expense of the sustenance of the biophysical world. Even in a sustainable development paradigm, we envisage austerity and rational use of resources for the benefit of future generations, future human generations. But with all this emphasis, we have not been successful ensuring the well-being of the people.
Sivan Daniel of the Gum at the Movement also spoke at the event.
When we think about development, when we think about the well-being of societies, the first thing we have to understand is, where do we begin? You have to begin by understanding reality, the truth, assessing the fact. Secondly, you must appreciate the fact that we already have a philosophy of sustainable leadership in this country. It is how we have existed for thousands of years. South Asia is one of the most ancient parts or regions in the entire world. And our histories and archaeologies are still being discovered. And so what we don't know is a lot more than what we know. But what we do know is enough for us to understand the need to meld, to marry these two worlds together, because the challenges that we are bound to face in the years to come can either make or break us. It's up to us today to take that call.
The International Conference on Developmentalism versus Wellbeing of South Asian Societies will be held until the 26th of February.